If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pit Bull Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Golden Eagles will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense with jumbo personnel. Looking for space, it's Jackson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Kennedy. Fires to the tight end. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. Got his man quickly. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. FIU pushing tempo.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And on defense, you make the tackle after the catch for a 1st down. Now you got to go get lined up again because the offense is going fast.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Looking to fire. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Man, a quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Lets it fly. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Dyer. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And It's just a timing route. And if I'm a quarterback and they're going to sit back in zone, when I run those crossers, man, I just wait for that zone window to open up, anticipate it a little bit, chunk that thing, and let my receiver do the rest of the work.
Runs through the tackle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Golden Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Golden Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Under fire. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time that was a great play call defensively.
Nice job on the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Trying to find the end zone. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
They'll leave it with him. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Panthers come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Back to pass. It's Kennedy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Finds his man in the middle. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Florida International.
And the Panthers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just keep slinging it. Finds a spot in the middle. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
On the run, it's Jackson. Shakes off the defender. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
13-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. Power football with the run. Runs through a tackle. Not quite able to turn that corner and get it to the house. He's out of bounds at the 8.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Into the end zone. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. To the ground with the back. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Caught over the middle. It's Sims. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. To break. It's Southern Mississippi on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Golden Eagles will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Florida International offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Scanning the field, it's Kennedy. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Works the middle of the field. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Wants to throw again. Tight end finds a soft spot.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for a man. It's Kennedy. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida International. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Catch in the middle, it's Sims. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Wonder if they'll be conservative on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. And the Golden Eagles have it with a first and 10. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him, get him to the ground as a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
It's Dyer. Got his man. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on fourth down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on fourth down.
Bulldozes his way through. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Might as well give it to him again. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. Shoots it to the left. And that one's incomplete. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
FIU will line up to punt. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping turning it on. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for space. It's Carter. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
That's caught. It's Kane. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Big 3rd down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on 3rd down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Fires to the big fella. Headed to the end zone. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for first and goal.
And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Down to 2 minutes to play, we'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over, a chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Off play action. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. The 50. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. The 10. Touchdown, FIU. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give them a field goal. Not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These Vols have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Georgia. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Rushes on him. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Dyer. Here comes the Heat. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. The Golden Eagles will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Going right to work up top. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Quarterback making adjustments.
You can score on these guys.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hayes. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
FIU will line up to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
Keep it going.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Pressure coming. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the third quarter. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Eagles with the 1st and 10. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Catch in the middle, it's King. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Got it in the middle, it's Sims. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the 1st down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you need them.
Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking for a gap. It's Riley. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Throws to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On his way from around. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. A really disappointing end of that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And the Golden Eagles will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sims. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Never a doubt. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over Ole Miss. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the back. Got enough for the 1st down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Warren. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Breaks into the open. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll move the tight end. Direct snap. It's Riley. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They stop him short, and now they'll get the ball back here in the 4th quarter.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And that is a backbreaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
There he goes. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50. And on your very first play, you break off the long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
To throw, it's Kennedy. Using the quick game. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he makes the catch. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He makes the grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Touchdown, Panthers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.